Hello, writers. Yes, this is Poppy above me and Branch on the other side. Birthday decorations left over from my kid's birthday this past week. So they're looking down on us with us here in today's lesson. Yesterday, we worked so hard to add in more actions into our story. And we know that actions show the reader what's going on, but actions also show what the character is feeling when we use those show, not tell details. So, one of the ways that writers make sure their story is balanced for their reader is by thinking about how to balance action, dialogue, their thoughts, and sensory details. And so today, we're going to be looking at our own stories and we're going to be asking ourselves, is my story balanced? Does it have action? Does it have dialogue, thoughts, sensory details? So today, I'm going to use a color coding system to help me see if my story is balanced or not. And I'm going to notice what colors I have the most of and what colors I don't have a whole lot of. And that's going to help me know how to revise my story. So I'm going to go through the first couple of paragraphs of my story and color code to see what I have the most of. Little fingers curl around mine tighter and tighter. Well, that is definitely an action. Little fingers curling. So I am going to put that action in blue because that's what my color code key says to do. Mommy, can we go farther? Right? So that's what Scarlett was saying. That is dialogue, right? So I'm going to highlight that in yellow. Scarlett's feet dance amidst the sea foam. Her toes wiggle and dig deep into the sand. That is action. Okay, so do you see how I'm going through my story line by line here? And I already see that I have a lot of action and a little bit of dialogue so far. So I'm going to keep going to see what I need to do to make my story more balanced. Okay. But you know what? Actually, that's not true. I'm going to go back. Amidst the sea foam is definitely a sensory detail that shows us what the ocean looked like. So I'm going to go back in and highlight that in green. Okay? This seems far enough for me, I reply with apprehension. There's some more dialogue. My legs stand rooted to this spot. I feel like a tree with my strong roots and trunk, but swaying limbs. So here I'm kind of thinking that my legs stand rooted to this spot is, hold on, my computer's a bit lagging here. Okay, my legs stand rooted to this spot. That seems to be action, right? Because my legs are standing. So that's definitely action. But then I feel like a tree with my strong roots and trunk, but swaying limbs. I'm going to put that in red because that seems to be what I was thinking in the moment, okay, of my story. Now it's my turn to squeeze my daughter's hand tighter. Okay, in the distance, so that is blue, action. In the distance, I see a gigantic rolling wave approaching. I spy the sea foam churning as the wave continues to swell. Well, that certainly seems like sensory details, right? I'm really showing the wave here. That seems to be green, okay? So as you see, as I go through my story, line by line, I'm asking myself, what am I doing here? Is it action? Is it dialogue? Is it thoughts or sensory details, right? And this is helping me notice what I'm doing a lot of in my writing and what I need to do more of. So one of the things that I'm noticing is that I really don't show that much of my thoughts. I have that one line that shows I feel like a tree with my strong roots and trunk, but swaying limbs, that's really the only thinking that I do in my story. So you know what? I think I want to add in some more of my thoughts. And this third paragraph might be a great spot to add in some more thoughts. So this paragraph, now it's my turn to squeeze my daughter's hand tighter. Approaching, I spy the sea foam churning as the wave continues to swell. Well, this could be where I start to show some of that emotion about how I'm feeling in the moment, right? So I could say so this is going to be in red, right? Because this part is going to be my thinking. My heart beats fast as my nerves kick in. Okay? Right? So that maybe I even think, oh no. This wave is humongous. I think to myself. Okay? So I'm adding in that the thoughts that I was having as I spy the wave. Okay? So, writers, today you saw how I looked at my story, and I read each line by line and asked, do I have action here, dialogue, my thoughts, or sensory details? This is helping me go back in and revise my story and add in parts that I don't have that much of so that my story is more balanced. Okay? So now it's your turn to try this with your own stories. So you're going to be now going into your own stories and doing this color coding, right? Go through your story, go through the color coding, and ask yourself, what do I still need more of? You might be doing this activity and you might realize, wow, I don't have any sensory details. So you're going to go in and add more details that show your setting. Or maybe you realize, wow, I don't have any dialogue. I need to really show the reader what my characters were saying in my story, right? So by doing this exercise with your writing piece, you're really helping your story come to life, because suddenly the actions are what your reader is going to be seeing when they read your story. The dialogue is what they're hearing, and the thoughts as well are what they're hearing. And the sensory details, again, are what your reader are seeing as they make that mental movie of your story. So have fun today with your writing and your revising, and I can't wait to see what you come up with. Okay. Have a great Friday. I can't wait to read your stories.